Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. I am in beautiful Balboa in the fun zone. Great spot, whether you're young or old. But we have been on Balboa Island many times. This is across the channel in Newport Beach. This is the fun zone area where you've got the restaurants and you've got, you know, the Ferris wheel and the arcades and all the different, you know, boat rental yards and things like that. A bunch of cool things happening. But there is so much happening in the economy right now to cover. And everything keeps pointing back to inflation and inflation's insanity. And, you know, the one thing I love is that people have been writing me so much, and there's so much to share with you guys. Before I get into it, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment on the video, and also, guys, don't forget there's an email list you can join. And in addition to the email list, we have Patreon. If you want more access to me, you can sign up for Patreon. Now, one thing I love is that people write me so much, and I'm getting some great emails from people. And Regina has been writing me lately, and they have basically a working farm. This is the other side of the auto ferry, guys. Cool spot up here. Just a cool spot to walk around, and it's nice to do this in a time of the year when there's not a lot of people out here. But good pizza, good, you know, corn dogs, you know, just fun stuff. But Regina wrote me and was telling me about, you know, I've gotten a few messages from her about what's going on with her farm. But the latest one was trying to build a chicken coop, which was 120 square feet. Nothing spectacular, but it took 4 hardware stores to get the materials to build this thing. That's insane, guys. That goes to how difficult the supply chain is right now. And, you know, she was talking also about the problem with getting her automobiles fixed. And they have day fishing boats out here. That's what all the fishermen line up out here. Go out on boats, they take you out and you fish and stuff. It's just kind of cool. But she was telling me about how one car took 2 months to get fixed. She's got another car in the shop right now where the auto dealership told her that it could be another 2 to 4 months before they see the parts. Again, I don't know how you run a business. I don't know how you run your life without an automobile, but imagine running a business that services vehicles right now, and this is what you're dealing with. It's absolute insanity. Now, the picture of the week goes to Robert, who sent me something that is insane, and that is Duke's Mayonnaise is the shrinkflation picture of the week, where they had a bottle of mayonnaise, which you guys have seen. You've all seen mayonnaise. You've never seen anything like this. It's so small, okay, that literally I would like this in my house. First of all, if I could find a bottle of mayonnaise this small, because it would never go bad. You know, you'd use it all. You'd have 2 sandwiches and the mayonnaise would go bad. You know how it is. You sit there and you grab mayonnaise after 4 months and it's horrible. So you got to check this picture out. So Robert, I really appreciate you sending me that. And again, people are sending me their gardens, they're sending me the vegetable hauls, everything like that, and I truly appreciate that. But people are fed up right now with how bad the inflation is hitting everybody. And the biggest problem, it seems like, is fuel prices. So people are just tired of it. All the data shows that we have a collapsing economy, not just here, but around the globe. And it's happening, you know, again, my prediction is that Australia is going to be the first place to go south first. And they're showing signs of just crumbling right now. But a few other things to talk about, like with Regina. You know, Regina has taken the advice. What can I cut back on? She got rid of the gym membership, got rid of the home internet because they have the cell phones and have internet from the cell phone, so they don't need it, saving $200 a month right there. That's what you guys got to do. That's amazing. So bravo to her. But again, get rid of things you don't need right now. And if you need to sell something, sell it now, because people have money still right now. And again, I'm one of these people that believes that they're not going to have money. Now, check this out. It's a spot in Newport Beach where you've got, some of these places have basically a backyard connected to the house, nice lawn. It's kind of like the Hamptons, guys. It's really beautiful. This is connected to a private island called Bay Island that is really stunning. I mean, it's just an absolute beautiful place. But private, can't get in there. Don't know anybody that lives in Bay Island right now, so we can't get over there. But no trespassing. You need to have a little clicker to get through that. So there is a gas station in Massachusetts that has been open for over 50 years. And Ronaldo Gladue, this guy is fed up with it. And he is going to stop selling gas. He feels that gas right now is a complete ripoff. And he has a mobile station. Done. Not going to sell gas. Not going to participate in ripping America off right now and selling gas. Thinks it's just absolute thievery and highway robbery, which, you know, bravo to him. But again, you know, the majority of the gas stations make money on the knickknacks and sodas and everything else that they sell inside the gas station, auto service, okay? And they generally don't make a ton of money on gas. They make a limited percentage. But the thing I never understood about gas, okay, I've asked gas station owners to explain it to me, and they can't. Think about it. You get a product delivered to you. You get gas delivered to you. It gets put in the ground, okay, in your tanks. You're going to then have people drive up and pump that out, and these people can raise the price when it's in the ground and you already have taken possession of it. So that makes 0 sense to me. I don't know how that's possible that they can do that. If anybody owns a gas station, they want to explain the math on that, because that's insanity right now. Because I have been at gas stations. One guy told me that he's raised the price 3 times in 1 hour. Gets the call, raises it. Gets the call, raises it. That's nuts, guys. It's absolutely, you know, why? Why is it going up like that? Home builders. Again, this is going to start in Australia, and you're going to see huge problems. There's 2 major home builders that just filed bankruptcy in Australia, and they're not completing homes. Now, how would you like to be those people under contract, and you're waiting to get your dream home built, and story time, bankruptcy, okay? And again, that's what happens with all these companies. It's nothing new. It's not like they're inventing, you know, creative ways to put people off, because that's the funny thing. When people owe people money, this is what we'll tell them. We'll tell them this. And they think that they've invented that, but they haven't, because anybody who's been in a desperate state has done that many times. So that's beautiful Bay Island over there. So just a stunning piece of property all the way around. Here in the States, a couple things. Family in Texas bought their dream house in November of 2020. Okay, it's going to be done in 6 months. 6 months turns into a year, turns into a year and a half. They are 6 days away from moving into the property. 6 days. And within 6 days of moving into the property, they get a text, not an email, a text from the home builder saying that their home has been canceled. How is that? How can they do that? And they said it's out of convenience. They had a convenience stipulation inside the contract that says if they wanted to, they could cancel the contract. Now, the degenerates at the builder canceled these people's contract. They've paid all this money, overruns, money into escrow fees, and then they just canceled it. Okay? So, money that they're out, okay? I don't know how much. You can read the full story if you'd like. But what's sick about this, and the worst part about this, is that the builder then listed the home for $300,000 more to, take advantage of the current state of the market right now, which is criminal, guys. It's absolutely awful that they did this to these people. And once again, in Australia, another family was notified right before the close of their escrow, waiting, overruns, delays, finally getting their dream home. Basically the same kind of story, where they bought it in late 2020. It'll be done in 6 months. Okay. Finally it's done, a year and a half later, and they come back and say, hey, listen, it's $40,000 more if you want the house. Now these people coughed up the 40 grand, which was a total shakedown. And again, I'm the guy that would sue everybody for that. So that's just me. So share your thoughts on that stuff. I mean, what do you think about this stuff? This is the data that you're seeing. This is what that's pointing to chaotic times and pointing to absolute mess coming down the road with more industries. Now, the interest rates are going up. Australia has predicted that they're going to raise interest rates 4 more times this year. Now remember, in the past videos, and again, stories are attached. This is not Dan making it up for the heck of it. You've got people saying that if they raise the interest rates 0.5% and it goes up that far, we're finished. We can't afford our adjustable rate mortgages, which I don't know if, people are just upside down in Australia and they don't get it. The idea of an adjustable rate mortgage, nobody ever thinks they're going to go to the highest level that they quote on that page. It can happen, guys, and it's happened in the past, so it can happen again. Oh, yeah. Everybody's smarter than everybody else. Remember that. It just won't happen to me. It'll happen to you. You're stupid. I'm not. Okay. Well, guess what, guys? They anticipate that the interest rates in Australia are going to go up 4 more times this year. 4 times. What's that world look like? Okay. You've got home builders that's saying, great expert. She steps forward and says, there are 6 reasons why home prices and home builders are having such a difficult time. Interest rates, labor issues, supply issues, what else? There's 3 other things. Anyways, can't think of them. Read the story below. But it made a lot of sense, because you're going to see that exact same thing here in the States. The thing I love about this is that they're big builder, okay? You're gonna see people like that merge. You're gonna see it merge here. And major problems, guys. Financing, interest rates, delays in materials, shortages. I don't know how it is in Australia, but here you can't close escrow without certain things. And at one time here in California, you couldn't close escrow without window coverings in certain counties. So I'll never forget, I bought a house and got free window treatments because they told me they had to have them before they close escrow. And I'm like, where does it say that? And they're saying, okay, we'll throw them in. Then they threw them in. It's nice. Nice shades. They're really beautiful. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. The inflation storm has basically devastated the average U.S. family right now. Nothing is affordable at all. Fuel, housing, electricity, supplies, nothing is reasonable right now. I get people that send me little stories here and there about deals that they're getting, which is nice. Esther sent me something that is kind of crazy when you think about this. Bath and Body Works, kind of an expensive soap place, okay? They're going to have their big 50% sale. They're so desperate to have the 50% sale that Esther went in there this week. It doesn't start until the beginning of the month, middle of the month. It's going on right now. Now you can say, oh, big deal, it's a soap place. No, think about this. Soap that is normally $8, $10 is $3.50. Crazy stuff. So she bought a ton of it, but they're front loading the merchandise and showing, lines up front of soap, and that's all they've got, guys, okay? So it's kind of crazy that the stores are even open right now. That's the thing that, when you go to malls, there's certain things that are there. That's one of them that is open regardless of where you're at. I think that at the State Line Mall, that ghost town, I think that Bath and Body Works was was the place that was still open. You've got to give JP Morgan a little bit of credit for this one. JP Morgan steps forward today and says that inflation is going to be much higher and hotter than everybody is expecting. And good for them, okay? Because they never do this. They always circle about. Now, Where they're degenerates, because they're JP Morgan, is that they issued a statement saying, hey, listen, we still feel bullish about stocks and that you should still buy stocks. So the world could come to an end. And I'm telling you, these people are going to do what they did last time, which is buy. Lehman Brothers, Shearson, it's going to be, it's going to be that all over again. Bear Stearns, just going to be that party one more time, guys. So let's take a look at the inflation numbers. Now, the Bureau of Labor Statistics came out and said, guess what? Inflation's up. Now, for the last, month and a half, we've heard that inflation has peaked and that everything's going to go back to normal and we have nothing to worry about and that prices are going to go down. But what do you know? In May, inflation rose 8.6%, which I still don't believe. I believe it's much higher than 8.6% when you have food prices that have gone up over 30% in the last year. You've got fuel prices up 50% in the last year. Things like cars, 16%. I could go on. The point is that this is it, guys. This is where the turning point is because the dam is breaking. They cannot keep it, under control, and it's going to finally break and flood the town. So you've got to get yourself ready and understand that the May numbers are where it all started. And if you want a specific date as far as when everything's going to collapse, this is it. So 8.6%, inflation's out of control. It is not going to go down. You're going to see an inverted yield curve right now with, the 5-year treasuries above the 30-year treasuries. This is going to be pandemonium, guys. Get ready. Oh, yeah, inflation. It's no big problem. I still don't believe the number at all. So that's just me. While I was filming this video, I got a text from Chase Bank. Oh no, my request for a new debit card has been denied. And I need to click on this immediately. Wow, gosh, I should rush and do that. Only problem is I don't have a Chase account, guys. So the fraudsters are out there. The fraudsters are getting more and more ingenious with what they do. So needless to say, guys, I don't have a Chase account, but you'd be stupid if you guys click on anything like that. For example, if you ever are denied anything like that, if you get information and you're denied something, or we can't give you a debit card, or we think this charge is fraudulent, call your bank right away. Citi Bank has issued some pretty cool things in that the biggest fraud things that they're seeing right now is this. The first one is they're sending people checks that look like they're from the bank, and they have printed with Chase Bank on it and refund and things like that, and they want you to deposit this into your own account. Great idea, okay? Only problem is it's not from Chase, it's not from Citibank, and it's a fraudulent check. Now, this scam originated with Craigslist, and it was very popular here in Orange County. And what they would do is they would sit there and say, hey, you're selling that bed. Is the bed available? Yes. How much is the bed? $800. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got a cashier's check for $1,200. Deposit it and just send me back the $400. Okay? Now the problem is you put the money in your account, the check that you think is good, for $1,200. You withdraw $400 and send it to the thief, and the check then bounces from your account, and you're out, the original deposit, you're out the $400 you gave this guy, plus you've got bank fees on it. A really big scam. So that scam is happening again. Guys, isn't this amazing? Look at these houses. They've got backyards, they've got lawns, all right in the ocean right there. Very cool. It's the bay. Okay, I'm gonna be corrected by some English wordsmith that doesn't like the way I talk. Okay, Newport Beach, it's beautiful. The next thing is donations. Hey, Citibank wants you to donate to the Boys and Girls Club. Okay, they don't, but they want you to click on that and give them your credit card information. They're asking, hey, listen, your card's been denied. Click here to get it resolved. Again, some of those are legitimate from your bank, and if you deal with Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Citi Bank or Chase or whoever, Truist, doesn't matter, whoever you're dealing with. The point is, pick up the phone and call them, guys, and see if it's good. Now, I have certain credit cards that are set up, so if I make a charge over X amount, they send me a text. I love that stuff. Look into things like that. Look into due dates for your payments, things like that you can check, because that's helpful, okay? And again, all these scams, all these frauds, they're trying to perpetrate on people, and it's not that you're stupid, it's just these guys are getting more and more ingenious. There's a bank in Singapore, that the thieves would actually do a video phone call with people with the bank's logo in the background and saying, "Hi, we're from this bank and we need to talk to you about your account." And of course you're like, "Oh my gosh, the guy's video calling me and doing a call." So you give him all your information and the thieves smile and leave, and the guy's sitting in his house doing that. So be leery of anything. Don't give him private information. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. But again, this happened to me today, guys, and I don't bank at that bank. So be very, very careful. Block numbers once you get texts like that. Do not respond to them. Don't send them anything mean. It's a waste of time to do that, other than verifying that you're a live person on the other end of doing that. So all the thieves say not to even acknowledge that these people are there, just to get rid of them and report them to your bank and to the banks themselves. Constant Contact, the email company, one of them that I use, had a real problem with fraudsters that would come out and say, "Hey, log into your Constant Contact account because we think there's fraud." Well, they wanted your email list, and they wanted big companies like me that have over 50,000 people in their email list. They wanted that to share, so they would have people constantly get the problem that they got scammed and scam spoof emails and things like that. So be leery of things like that, guys. This place is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning, guys. So just a walk down from the fun zone. Okay, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Well, it's official. People are officially sitting out of the housing market as they watch it turn. Great article from Market Watch, and that's included below. But the thing you have to look at is that mortgage interest rate has just hit 5.23%. Okay, for the average loan. Now, I get a kick out of these terms, average, because everybody thinks, "Oh, that's me, I'm average." No, your credit sucks, Johnny, and you're going to get a much higher interest rate. There are people out there getting mortgage interest loans right now that are in the 7% for first mortgage money. That is insane, guys, that they're paying this much. And just 120 days ago, you could get mortgage loans for 2.75%, and now they're above 5. Now, 15-year loans, 4.38%. But you got to have a lot of money to make those payments, and you got to have good credit to get a 15-year loan. Okay, so people say they're going to sit out 6 to 12 months now. It's funny because I got to get in the house right away. Okay, now the last two stories. There was a man in the UK, an American, who had a $1 million watch stolen from him. It was a black caviar bang watch that takes 2,000 hours to make, and it was $1 million. Okay, guys, the Fitbit, okay, didn't take 2,000 hours to build, and it gives me my heart stuff and all that stuff that the doctor wants. Okay, would you put $1 million on your wrist? How much money do you have, seriously, to where you would put $1 million on your wrist? Seriously, I don't know how much money I would have to get to that point. That is absolutely insane, guys, to think about that. So, share your thoughts on that one, because it's insane. The guy was surrounded by a gang of hoodlums, and they took his watch for $1 million. Probably sold it for $100 or something like that, and had $1 million in their pocket. Okay? So, final story is, can you believe optimists live longer? If people have a positive attitude, those are the people that live beyond 90. It's the naysayers and the fat asses and the complainers that die a short, miserable death. Again, study finds, one of the greatest sites ever to get studies and shenanigans like that. So If you have a positive attitude, guess what? You'll live longer than the average Joe. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon. And please don't forget, join the email list. The link is below. And also the Patreon information is below as well. I'll see you guys very soon.